The Hollywood Tower Hotel. In this hotel, little girls can check in, but they won't check out. The Hollywood Tower Hotel was built in the 1930s, becoming one of the most famous hotels in Hollywood Hills. It was recognized because at the top floor there was a first-class restaurant known as the Tip Top Lounge. Many people used to book a room at it, until it closed its doors unexpectedly. The story tells that one day a rich family, the Simpsons, decided to lodge for all the weekend. They went to the lobby to make a reservation for a double room. The hotel porter took their luggage into the lobby. The first night, the little girl noticed that some rare events were taking place. She heard that someone or something was whispering a phrase. She couldn't understand what was happening, but at that moment, she didn't give it much importance. The same night, Simpson's mother woke up at 1 a.m. because she felt that something touched her feet. She was frightened and checked her son's room. She realized that her son was staring at the wardrobe. She didn't understand why her son didn't respond. He was looking at it. Immediately, she took him, but he was crying too much because he wanted to be there. Later, the mother went to her daughter's room and realized that she wasn't there. There wasn't a trace of her. She asked the bellhop for help, and they started to search. Everyone was looking for her, but no one knew where she was. Her father was at the bar like every night. After 2 days, her body was not found. Her mother started to look into a past event. She realized that her son kept looking at the same point. She went to the front desk to ask when the hotel opened or if a weird event had ever happened. The receptionist was nervous and tried to avoid every comment about the past of a hotel. Mrs. Simpson got desperate because no one knew about her daughter. Suddenly, she went to the restroom and there was an old lady. The mother was looking at the mirror and washed her hands. She was tired and cried about her daughter. The old lady asked her if she was okay, and she responded that she was fine. She didn't believe her and told her that she knew what had happened to her daughter. She was lost for 2 days. The mother was shocked and asked, "How do you know about it?" The old lady answered that a weird event had happened 25 years ago, and everyone tried to avoid talking about it. A 4-member family had locked at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. The family consisted of a little girl whose name was Suzanne, and she was 7 years old. A 2-year-old boy whose name was Louis, Caroline, a 34-year-old woman, and Raphael, a 37-year-old man. They were a rich family, and they were known as a lovely family without problems. But it wasn't like that. Every night, there were complaints about the room 501, 501. The house partner always went to verify that everything was okay. He used to knock on the door and ask the family if something was wrong. They always answered him that everything was fine. One night, no one answered at the 501, and they broke up the door and saw Suzanne on the floor. She was dead. Raphael had a knife in his hands. The house partner led him to the jail. Caroline went crazy, and the little kid, Louis, was put in adoption. The girl's body remained in the roof 501 in the 5th floor. No one knew the real reason why Raphael killed her daughter. The creepy fact is that similar situation kept happening to the families that stayed at the 501. Many little girls got lost, and days later their bodies were found. Mrs. Simpson was desperate and said that she wanted to find her daughter. She went out, ran to the library, and searched in all the newspapers about that year. She linked all the events leading to the Susan's death. She went running to the 5th floor and found her daughter dead with a knife. She started to cry hopelessly. Finally, she realized that Susan had committed suicide because she had psychological problems. Her family had a lot of fights, and she was bullied at school. Next week, the Smith family decided to lodge for a weekend in the Hollywood Tower Hotel. The 4-member family stayed in the room 501 in the 5th floor. And the little girl asked her mom, "What are those whispers?"